Hello and welcome back to the Daily Refresh. Our scripture for today comes from Proverbs 31, verse 30, and it reads, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." And for many, this is a very familiar chapter of the Bible that talks about the Proverbs woman, and it gives a lot of attributes to what this Proverbs woman was, what this phenomenal woman stood for, what made her so beautiful, and not just outward beauty, but inward beauty as well. And it's a very, very powerful text. So, for all my women and men alike, I would encourage you to check out this entire chapter just to see all of the comparisons that it makes to this proverbial woman. Now, for the devotional from the YouVersion Bible app, the title is True Beauty. In God's infinite wisdom and creativity, He has crafted magnificent things, stunning sunsets, awe-inspiring mountains, turquoise oceans, and beautiful people. Proverbs 31 is a well-known chapter in the Bible about a God-fearing, hard-working, generosity-driven woman. Interestingly, Proverbs 31 was written by a man, specifically King Lemuel, although it's technically advice from his mother that he shared when he was king. Something that's not obvious in non-Hebrew languages is that verses 10 through 31 actually make up an acrostic poem, each verse beginning with one of the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, successively working their way from Aleph to Tav, from beginning to end. Toward the climax of the poem, the author writes, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." That's our scripture for today, Proverbs 31 and 30. Deep down, we know this to be true, don't we? No matter how charming or beautiful a woman is, we know that beauty is fleeting. We know that charm will not last. We know that the aging process will eventually run its course. In this passage, there's barely any mention of this woman's physical beauty. Instead, the focus is on her character, on this woman who fears the Lord. An earlier proverb explains that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That comes from Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The humble realization that anything good and wise and pure and true must have come from Him. So if you know a woman like that, one who loves and respects God, one who honors and cares for people, one who invests wisely and lives purposefully, you might take a moment to thank God for her life. You might even consider how you can be more like her, as she aims to be more like Him. So I think this is an incredibly beautiful passage that talks about what we usually attribute to beauty, such as someone being charming or someone being physically beautiful, pleasing to the eye. This one is more attributing to the heart of this woman and how much she fears and respects and has reverence for the Lord. And that goes along with a lot of passages of scripture that talks about is what is inside the heart that matters. That's what is the issue of life, is what's inside the heart. Because we know that the beautiful physical is not forever. There's going to be parts of the physical that aren't as beautiful as what people attribute beauty to be. And that's another story altogether as far as what people consider beautiful or not beautiful. But just remembering that this powerful passage of scripture reminds us that it's really and truly what's on the inside and how we treat each other and the character of us, and not so much the outward appearance. I really hope that you enjoyed this Bible verse of the day, this daily refresh. Thank you so much, and God bless you.